Hey everyone, Sam from Manfa's Makes and
Moose Mike.
so welcome back to all our returners and hi to any newbies. It is so great to have you here. Please stick around a while and if you like what you see, give us a thumbie. I am that tired. I nearly forgot my own intro. I am so sorry. Anyway guys, I am shaking the table, apologies. You will be seeing this on Friday, and every Friday here at Manfa's Makes is when Mike and I go through all of the crochet shenanigans that have gone on in the past week. Now, we do not include Tile of the Week Thursday, as that has a video all of its own, which was yesterday's video. So if you haven't yet seen that, please do go back and check it out. We would be much obliged. But this is where we do show you everything else we got up to, and I normally start because I normally have more to show, and that is no different this week. I do. Yesterday I was going to show you two, but as of a quick little 20-minute project before cooking dinner and Mike getting home, I now have free. So let's get started. The first one I am going to show you, I'll tell you in a minute. I have not done anything on my 2-colour granny square. I have put that to one side for a minute to concentrate on Boggy Creek blankets. I also have not worked on my spin me round a granny because quite frankly I have to frog 2 or 3 rows to get back to stitch count and redo it, and mentally right now I can't face doing that. So I will get back to it, but I haven't faced up to the consequences of my actions yet, so that will wait. I have, however, been concentrating on this blanket for Boggy Creek. Now, there are a lot of channels talking about Boggy Creek right now, and I have given many explanations of it here on this channel. I will keep it very brief. Boggy Creek Camp is a camp in Florida for chronically and seriously sick kids. The kids that need round-the-clock medical care and attention, the ones that can't go to regular camp because of all their specific medical needs and extra care. So this camp was built and designed so that these children could have the camp experience no matter what their condition or no matter what their need. It is absolutely fantastic and a brilliant cause. And Nancy, she's got yarn too. Her mum is part of a women's group over there in Florida. Asked Nancy to make a couple of blankets, which she did. She then asked her friend Lynette from Charm Grammy, hey ladies, if you're watching. Lynette said, yes, of course I'll make some blankets. It's a really worthy cause and I'm going to help my friend out. She said, but you do realise we have a really big platform here on YouTube. Let's open it up and put the call out to people who may want to help. And last year, the first year of them doing this blanket drive, they got over 360 blankets, guys, which was absolutely incredible. I couldn't take part for many reasons, but I am taking part this year. The blankets need to be 35 to 40 inches wide, 40 to 50 inches long. They need to be that size for them to be put on the children's beds, and then the children, after their week stay, gets to take that blanket home as a memento of their fabulous week at Boggy Creek Camp. Other blankets of different sizes can be sent in, but they will not be used by the children. They'll be used by staff because it is always staffed by the specific doctors, nurses and such that those children with that specific illness needs. There is always a specialist in that illness on site, and sometimes they get used as wall hangings to decorate the camp. But if you want your blanket to be on a child's bed, it has to be within those requirements. They need to be shipped to Nancy at She's Got Yarn too. If I can find it, I'll put Nancy's address down in the description box so you've got a direct reference for where to send your blankets if they fit those measurements. And also, I think it's Wednesday nights, they sometimes go live on Billy the Crafty Floridian's channel when they get a lot of boxes in and enough blankets to show. So you get to see all the blankets donated if you head over to that live on a Wednesday at Billy's channel. It's not every week, it's when they get enough to show. And then there is other drives going on for Boggy Creek as well, but I'm not featuring those today, so I won't speak about those today. But check out Lynette, check out Billy, check out Nancy. If you can donate, great. Make sure you're in a financial position to do so, because none of those ladies would want to put you in financial hardship just to help out a good cause. Yeah, I think that covers it. I hope. And then I am doing this specific blanket because my YouTube mummy, an Alaskan crafter Jan, hey Jan if you're watching, she has set a challenge for September. It is running 1st of September to the 30th of September. You have to make a specific style of blanket that she has challenged you to do within those dates. Send her a picture of just a picture of your completed blanket and you'll be entered into a giveaway to win a $50 gift card. But send the completed blanket to Nancy at the address down below. Again, it has to fit into the 35 by 40 and the 40 by 50, but Jan wanted you to do a stained glass looking blanket. She wants the cabins filled with all the same theme, and just for a point of reference, Boggy Creek Camp go through 150 blankets a week. So the ladies have set a challenge to get at least 700 this time round so that we can cover a few more weeks and beat last year's target, because we always want to improve and get better, right? Anyway, head on over to an Alaskan crafter Jan. She has several videos on her channel where she explains the challenge. We are halfway through the month, so make sure you've got enough time to complete the challenge. She has found 4 or 5 different patterns that have the stained glass look to help you with picking the pattern that you want to make. Yeah, and get it done by the end of September. Send her a picture in her email and you might win $50, which is super generous and super lovely. Right, so for this one I am using Emu Classic Aran in the colour Flint knitting network yarn. I am using Papacha Moulon Chunky in the colour 5174. How exotic. Everyone loves the number 5174, right? I mean, the most popular colourway. Just, why can't they give it names? And I have done some progress, guys. Yes, I have. And I am going to show you when I get the blanket the right way round. And I'm not flinging everything everywhere. Sorry, Rolo, did that land on your head? You're okay, it's just yarn. He's fine. It's soft. I didn't drop a brick, it was a yarn. Here we go. So this is the Polychromatic blanket by Boggy. Ta-da! So that's where it starts. Can you see? Can they see?
Mm-hmm.
And can they see the orange stitch marker?
They can now. Right by my
So
fingers.
where that orange stitch marker is, up is what I've managed to do in the past week. I have been heavily focusing on this one because I need to get it done by the end of September. I mean, pressure. I love you, Mama, but a month, a blanket in a month. Cheers, then. I love you, really.
I would never have been able to do it.
So yeah, so I think I am roughly between 30 and 40 inches long, so I don't have much more to put on the length, but I do have to put a border all the way round. I believe width-wise I have got to 38, 39 inches, so I'm leaving about an inch to get it to the 40 for the border, and then I'll leave an inch in length for the border. Hang on, don't I need to leave 2 inches because there's 1 each side? Oh no. It'll be fine. I'll make it work. Isn't it pretty? And my colour is rubbish. My camera is rubbish for showing colour. So when I eventually get 5 minutes to lay it down somewhere nice and take a pretty photo, I will. So you can actually see the actual colour of this thing, because my camera is poop. So my Polychromatic stained glass looking Boggy Creek September Mama Jan challenge. Progress.
Hashtag.
No hashtag. So there we go. That is well on its way. Now, I don't know whether to show you the 20-minute... Mike hasn't even seen the 20-minute surprise FO, or whether I should show you the thing I was getting excited about yesterday that I said I'm excited to show you. I'll do the 20-minute thing first. snap decisions. I've got a book in my hands. Why have I got a book? Ooh, ooh, ooh. This was gifted to me in Happy Mail by a lovely friend. In fact, the person that gifted me this, the item inside is for her crochet along. I am talking about the beautiful Crafty Miss Sarah. If you don't know her, I'll put her link in the description as well. You are going to have so many people to check out, guys, that if you don't know them, you are going to make a lot of new friends after clicking all those links after watching this video. I assure you. Are you ready? Literally took 20 minutes. Probably would have took even less if I didn't stop for 2 minutes to gulp a bit of tea back my neck. Just saying. Ooh, isn't it cute? It's a bookmark. That's why it was in the book. And I decided to make a poppy because here in the UK in November it's remembrance for all the fallen soldiers in the war. Is it remembrance? Yes, yeah. It is. Yeah, I don't know why I questioned myself then. It was probably the look on your face. I'm like, why is he looking like that? Am I giving him wrong information? Don't do that, Michael. Right. So there you go. So you can have it one of two ways. You can either have your little flower sticking out the top, like so. Look. Oh. Then you know that you've marked a specific page for a specific reason. Or you can put the flower in and have your leaf dangling at the bottom. I prefer the flower out the top. I mean, the flower's the prettiest bit. That just looks random. But it's multifunctional, guys. And it doesn't just have to be your project book reminding you of all the things you have not yet got done this year.
It could be a novel.
It can be Harry Potter. It can be 50 Shades of Grey if you're a little bit inclined. It could be a Marvel magazine. It can be whatever you want. Any book. But there you go. So this pattern, and I put it in my project book because I've got all the pattern details right there. How organised is Manfa today? Just saying. So it's a flower bookmark, as we have discussed. It is for hashtag Moo's Flower Power Cow. It's my September entry. I started it today and I finished it today. Well, not today when you're watching. I started it Thursday and finished it Thursday because we need to film in advance for you to see this. Because our internet is just like my camera. Poop. The pattern is called Simple and Easy Crochet Flower Bookmark, and it is a YouTube tutorial by Hopeful Terms. I will link that tutorial down in the description box. I'll also link Baggaday's Polychromatic tutorial as well. Any patterns I mention, if I can link it, I will. All the peeps, I'll link it if I will. I will if I can. I used cotton scraps, DK Lightweight 3 cotton scraps in red, black and green, and I used my 4mm Clover and More, the purple one. I forgot to bring that, so maybe I'm not that out organised. But Mike's got one to hand, because that's his favourite hook too. Or no, he doesn't. Does he? He does. Look at that. Here's one I made earlier. No, it's not Blue Pizza. Ta-da! 4mm Clover and More. Not this specific one, because this is with Mike's project, but I've got a couple of these too. So there we go. So there we are. 20 minutes. Oh, and if you don't know what Moo's Flower Power Cow is, go check her out. Check her channel. You can still join in. If you join in now, you won't be able to qualify for the giveaway, because for the giveaway you have to do something every month for the 12 months that it's running. But there's still October, November, December, January, February, March. There's at least half of it still to go. So if you like flower, it's got to be flowers, plants. That is the Flower Power Cow. It's got to be that theme. You can still join in. You just won't qualify for the giveaway. But it's not about the giveaway. It's about supporting our lovely, lovely Moo. And Moo is one of my bestest friends. And it's her birthday on the weekend. Happy birthday, Moo. I love you. And she's going on a well-deserved vacation with her lovely husband Bob. So I hope you have a fabulous time. And show me lots of pictures when you get back to make me super jealous. Because that's what friends do, right? Okay, so there we go. Little flower bookmark. Easy peasy, took no time at all, and as predicted, Mike, look, my stress horn's back. Okay, attractive. Right. Now, this one, have a bit of a story to tell you about this one. It's not a long story. I started this last year, and for the best part of a year, it's been sat in my washing basket, in a project bag. And it's got to the stage where this project is themed around Halloween. We all know Halloween is coming up soon. It was supposed to be finished for last Halloween, but that didn't happen. So it's ready for this Halloween. But honestly, to remove the project bags that live in my washing basket to go and peg out the washing has been really irritating all year long. But there's nowhere else to keep it. Now I don't have to keep it there because the project's finished. I can put the project bag away. It's not going to live in my washing basket anymore. We're ignoring the fact that there's another 2 projects still in the washing basket that I haven't finished. But I've cut it down by 1 and it's not going to roll into next year. So, super impressed with that actually. It's in my, you haven't seen this project bag for a year because it's been living in my washing basket. Do you remember this one? Don't be so hypocritical. So, what is living in my hypocritical bag? It is the Mama Killa Doily. I had to print it in black and white back in the day because I didn't have no colour ink. So, apologies for that. But it's got skulls in it and everything, guys. It is spooktacular. And I will also take a picture of this and put it on my community tab at some point when I remember, because I'm a bit rubbish with my community tab. But I will at some point show you. It's all laid out. I laid it out last night, didn't I? And if I do say so myself, it's rather pretty. And I stopped doing it when I only had 2 rounds left to go. 2 rounds, guys. I had done 28. And then I just shoved it in my washing basket for a year, for 2 rounds. And do you know why? Because I couldn't figure it out. And Manfa got cross. And Manfa put it in timeout. And she pretty much forgot about it. I'm not going to lie.
Kind of what I did with my amigurumi.
Yeah. So it's been resurrected from its long-term sleep. It has had some love. It has had the last 2 rounds put on it. It's now completed in time for this year's Halloween. And it's not going to live in my washing basket anymore. That's a lot of ticks. That is a lot of ticks for one project. So for this one, I used my little dinky 3.5mm clover. My camera won't focus for you. Oh, there it kind of. It's 3.5mm, trust me. Oh, the bod blanket, I'm using a 6mm dots. Sorry, I totally forgot to tell you that. Oh, I'm all over the place because I'm so tired. Right. Now, it's going to be hard to see it because it's a lacy doily and it's not on a white background, and I made it with blackish yarn. And I say blackish. That's true. I'll do that in a minute. I say blackish because I had to Manfa it even though it's Halloween. Look at that. It's black with rainbow running through it. I mean, what is not to love? It's spooky with a rainbow Manfa twist. Had to be done. I used the Yarn V Rapology Hues in High Alert. This was gifted to us in Happy Mail. They got it on clearance. I believe this yarn is now discontinued. So there really isn't a lot of point me giving you the deets. But I will. 90% cotton, 10% polyester. It was a 7-ounce cake, 200 grams, 524 yards or 480 metres. They said to use a 3.25mm knitting needle or a 3.5mm hook. I don't normally use the recommended hook. I did this time. Did the pattern say to use that hook? It's got a stitch guide.
Size 7.
Huh? Oh, she did it in size 10 thread. No. And a 1.75mm hook. No. So that's probably why I used the hook recommended for the yarn. That is all I have left of 524 yards. It will go in the scrap bin, of course. Sorry, Mo, if you're watching. Your lovely leftover bin. She doesn't like calling it scraps. Are you ready for the piece de resistance before it's Mike's turn? You ready? A whole year in the making, most of it not being touched. Ooh, give me a belly. Oh, it looks so fabulous. Can you see the skulls? There's one. That's the middle bit that looks like a spider web. But these bits, stay still. These bits going around the skulls actually look like spines, like bones, skeletons. It's, yeah, I'll see if I can get it up close, but it's black, I'm sorry. Can you see they look like bones? And then, where's my forehead? Look at that skull on my forehead. It's amazing. And then at the top, we've got a lot of stuffs going on. It's really difficult to see. I will take a much better picture, but it's a nice size doily. I'm so proud I finally got it done. There is a lot of fudging in it. There's a lot of stuff that Manfa just tried to make it work. I think I made it work. Don't you think, guys? Look at that. I think this is my first like proper lacy doily. I've done mandala coasters and doilies and stuff, but they're solid. This is holy. There you go. I've just got to show you the skull one more time. Look. I can crochet skulls. Who knew? Who knew? So there you go. This is going to be on my table this year when we always have a buffet at Halloween. It's bloody marvellous. I love a good buffet, me. It's one of my favourite things about a party. I'm just there for the food. Not the music, not the dancing, not the awkward social interaction. I'm there for the scran. I'm there for the food. And if it's a buffet, I'm that person that goes up 10 times with no guilt. He is too. Just saying. So there you go, the Mama Killa doily.
I never leave the table, I must admit.
No.
I'll just sit there going,
Yeah, so the Mama Killa doily, I believe this is a paid for pattern. I can't even remember anymore. I will try and find it. Yes, I got it from either Etsy or Ravelry. And the lady that made it is called Anne Wanamaker. Wanna make her angry? I wouldn't. She crochets skulls. Anna Wanamaker. What do you want to make her do? Sorry, I could do that all night. I won't. I will find the link to it on Ravelry and let you know. Oh, there's a good picture, look. She was sensible and did hers in white on a black background. That makes more sense. And to be honest, my plan was, because I've got white with the same rainbow going through in the same Rapology hues, I was going to do a black one and a white one. If it took me a year just to do the black one, it's very unlikely that I'm going to do the white one. We're just going to stick to one and be proud of the fact that we did it, and we can file it away in the done pile, and we can be happy that it's done and it's not living in my washing basket anymore. Anyway, over to you, Mike.
Thank you. So for those of you who have not been around for very long and have just joined our channel, welcome in.
They're all going to think I'm on energy drinks again. I can assure you I have not been on energy drinks tonight. This is overtired.
He's overtired and gone into silly mode.
This is overtired Manfa. This is what he has to live with.
Yeah.
A lot.
I am doing the Beautiful Friends shawl.
You are.
From OM Granny Square.
Yeah.
Or her name
on Ravelry
is Ursula Wood.
Yes.
And that is where this is.
Yes.
Go check it out. It's very
nice.
Paid
for, but worth it.
Yes.
The Mama Killa. It's a beautiful pattern. It looks good, but the pattern's hard. Not recommended for a beginner. Mike's is.
Also, obviously Manfa showed you, this is my hook that I am using for this one, the 4mm clover.
Yeah.
We are well and truly into the new colour now, though, guys. There is not one bit of orange.
And it is purple. It's looking ready, but it's not.
It is very purple.
It is purple. Oh, excuse me, frog in my throat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's pretty. That's what I was gonna say. It's purple. See, the camera is literally making it look red at the bottom.
Yep.
It's not. Did you move stitch marker?
I did. So I have done 3 rows, guys. Now I had to frog back as well because my puffs were not.
He wasn't doing puffs.
They weren't like that.
He wasn't doing puffs. He was doing.
I was doing bobbles.
Bobbles.
But so technically I've done 4 because I did 1 row.
Ripped it out and then did 3.
And then did 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. And have you guessed who it's for yet?
Lots of people are still guessing and they're still getting it wrong.
Oh.
Nobody has guessed correctly. You've got to think a little not so obvious. She is a dear friend of ours, but not the obvious people you are putting in your comments.
Yes.
But going back to the puffs not puffs, Mike was working on it on our live last Saturday, and
that I was.
You might have been there, or you might have seen the replay, and you see me going, and then I look at the instructions, and I'm going, and he's like, what? I'm like, I'll tell you later. Totally forgot, because after my live, I talk backstage with my panellists, because it's only polite, and I love them very much, and it's the only time I get with them nowadays. Anywho, Mike pulled it out the other night, and again I'm looking at his puffs, and I'm like, they're not puffs. And I'm like, are you sure you're doing these right? And he was like, yes. And I'm like, okay, fine. How are you making them? And he went, wow, 7, was it unfinished or finished?
Unfinished.
7 unfinished doubles and then pull through all. I'm like, oh, 7 yarn overs and pull through. Yes, because Ursula chooses to do the 7 yarn over puffs. That's her pattern, her choice. So I'm like, no, they're not puffs. You're doing bobbles. Or a form of bobble or whatever. So, because at first your stitch count was off, wasn't it? And we were trying to figure out how you could get it back on track, and then the whole puff not puff thing came up. So,
yeah.
And what was I filming? Oh, I was filming my secret video that Christina's not allowed to know about. And I saw him over there have a little bit of a mantra. Not big, because he knew I was filming. He was at least respectful and quiet about it. But it was enough for me to notice. So I paused the video. I went over and I went, what's the matter? He's like, my stitch count's off and blah, blah, blah. No, I had made him rip it out. And so you need to do it again because your stitch count is so off, I can't fudge it for you. So he ripped it out, and then he must have looked at it again and thought I didn't need to rip it out because it's fine, which is why he had the moment. And then that's when I said about his puffs not being puffs. So it was a good job he ripped it out anyway, because now he's doing it properly and it looks even more beautiful than what he was doing originally, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. And I have done the beautiful French shawl as well. Worth every penny, would you say?
Yeah.
And I think Mike has also said that it is very beginner friendly. So if you're looking for a nice shawl pattern, it is definitely one to check out. It will also be supporting a fellow content creator of ours.
Beginner friendly as long as you read it properly and do your puffs.
count, and don't do puffs not puffs. Do puffs. But yeah, like I was saying about the Mama Killa, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous looking end thing, but the instructions are not beginner friendly. I would not recommend that for a beginner. You need to have a bit of experience, and you also need to be able to fudge if you need to. So there you go, there's the 4 projects for tonight, and we've kept you for another half an hour, so thank you so much for bearing with us. Sorry for my silliness, but that's what happens when I get overtired. Everything is a joke and everything's hilarious. I still can't believe her name's Anna Wanamaker. I want to make her do something, but I don't know the lady. Sorry, Anna, if you watch this. You probably won't. It's fine. yeah, so come back here tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, straight after Granny D. We will be having our live and there is a very special surprise. Sadly not for you guys watching, but for a panelist or two. Come tomorrow and find out what that is. That he's like, what? Huh? I know, but I can't say anything, and it's killing me not saying anything because it's epically awesome, and I need to I won't spoil it because it'll be brilliant. So come and see what that surprise is. Come and see who on panel the surprise involves, and then it will be it from us until Monday. So thank you so much for your time yet again. Thank you for coming over if you're a brand newbie.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. We've gone up a few again this week, which is fabulous. Hope you stick around because we really want to get to that 1,500. We are getting tantalisingly close now. We need 78. 78 folks, and we will hit that 1,500 and we can get that big, massive bag of Hobie yarn out to somebody. If I get my check this month, I'm saving all of that for the shipping because it's going to cost me quite a bit of money. But you guys are worth every single penny. Without you, we wouldn't have our channel. So there we go. See you tomorrow for party time at Manfa and Mike's. Yeah, so we'll see you then. Come for the surprise. Please and thank you. Anyway, guys, until we see you tomorrow,
stay safe.
Be kind.
Look after one another.
Get some good quality time in with your loved ones.
Get some good quality crafting time in.
We will see you in the next one.
Or around the YouTube streets.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Love you. Thanks for your patience.